Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the reality show girls with all that jazz.
Oh,
featuring Fosse.
Featuring Whitney and Eleni.
Okay,
your new Fosse girls. Just kidding. We're show girls. We're reality show girls.
Yeah, we're actually in a matching aesthetic tonight. If you're watching us, you can see us. If you're not watching, you're just listening. We're wearing all black tonight. Actually, this is kind of gray. This is a little more dark.
Oh,
I would say.
Let's not get into specifics. You can't tell in this quality.
Oh, okay. I would say it's more midnight.
Okay. You know, we're actually wearing all black because we're mourning the fact that Love Island USA is no longer with us every day.
It's actually the funeral, and I also got coffin-shaped nails. I don't know. I'm on my deathbed, I think.
It's done.
Yeah, no, we're definitely mourning the sad loss of it just being over. This was the first week without it. I'm having like bad withdrawals.
Yeah, but you know what? Social media is keeping us nice and what's the word?
Entertained.
Yeah.
We are
still getting our Sims characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun things happening. I've been watching the Olympics like crazy lately. I don't know about you. Have you been keeping up?
Oh, I mean, I've watched a little bit. I was just mostly keeping up with my Love Island homies.
USA, Love Island, USA.
With the Olympics, I feel like I've mostly been paying attention to the Gymnastics. There we go. Good golly. But I did watch the opening ceremony, and we had it on in the dressing room. And
what was that?
It was a whole. Oh, did you not? I mean, it wasn't her best piece of work. No,
like her mic was on. She sounded great, but I was continuously confused throughout
with what was happening.
Yeah, I was like,
why?
I don't know. The performance.
It was just giving French.
It was giving French.
Period. That's it. It was giving French. What else can you say?
In Paris.
The whole performance, there was a lot happening everywhere. So I'll just leave it there.
Like it started with the feet, and I was like, "Oh no, who is this?"
Feet.
Yeah, because
her
it was
feet.
Just the feathers. Yeah.
Oh, I meant the entire opening ceremony was like so many things.
I was specifically just talking about Lady Gaga's performance, but yes, there was a lot of things happening in.
I just want to note that they put Phantom of the Opera and Les Mis in there, and I was just like,
shout out to the showgirls. Shout out to all you showgirls out there. I was like, okay, nice. We have one order of business that we really need to talk about.
Order of business, first. a little stuff that we need to get through. So if you're listening to this, housekeeping. We really need you guys to like the pod, share the pod. We need the pod to be worldwide, like Love Island USA. Season 6. So follow us on TikTok. Follow us on Instagram. You can listen to us on Spotify, Amazon Music,
subscribe.
Apple Music. We're up on YouTube if you want to see our faces and see what's going on when we're talking about stuff. Our scary faces. Just kidding. We're
our
not
Fosse
scary.
Outfits.
Yes.
About to do all that jazz.
Yeah. And just, leave a comment. Tell us how we're doing. Leave us a review. Leave us 5 stars on whatever you can rate us on, because the more reviews and listens that we get, we can start really doing the thing. So
we can really make it far. And you guys have been pretty good. Thanks. Shout out to
our
all
avid
of our
listeners. Thank you.
We actually have been growing.
Share the wealth.
I'm really proud of us. I'm proud of us.
Work. Thank you. So anyway, continuing.
How are we doing in Maine?
We are surviving in Maine,
Wait, you have a big day tomorrow.
What?
Don't you?
No, that's Thursday.
Oh, what day is it? That's
Tuesday.
Basically Thursday. Are you excited?
Don't tell me
the people.
That.
Well, tell the people
I have
what
a put-in
you're doing.
on Thursday because I'll be going on for Petra and a little night music on our closing night.
You're going to kiss a boy.
Crazy.
I hope he doesn't put his tongue down your throat. I'm going to kiss
2 boys and a girl. It's crazy town over here.
Oh, You kiss a girl too?
I do.
Oh my God. Gay rights.
She
love
kisses
wins.
me, actually. Yes, love wins. Anyway. So yeah, that should be fun. That should be interesting. Hopefully everything goes well. Just,
It's gonna go great. Well, it's a rehearsal, so it can go bad. It can go bad.
You're so right. You're so right.
It's a rehearsal. But it is scary because it's like kind of like it's going to like just suspect it to go bad. So when you go on, you'll like learn from it. Right?
Correct. Right.
You're allowed to make mistakes. Even in the performance, you can make mistakes. No one's going to know.
Yeah.
Except everyone on the stage.
Petra's a funny character, so kind of...
And you're a funny girl.
Yeah. I'm just a funny girl.
Funny girl. I've been actually listening to Funny Girl a lot lately.
I've never actually listened to that at all. I've never seen the movie. I've only seen Don't Rain on My Parade, and I've seen the Barbra Streisand clip of it, like from the movie. Because that's basically all I knew growing up because of Glee. That's the first time I ever heard anything. And wait, is People from Funny Girl from a different show?
People, yeah.
Okay, I do know People as well. I know. I sound like such a...
It's okay.
Am I even
it's jarring
cultured in musical theater at all?
I love Barbra Streisand, but it's fine.
I love her too, but
it's okay.
Don't know the whole spiel. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not.
I
something
encourage you
that
to watch
I would
it.
Play. So I'm like, oh,
okay. So you don't obsess over it. Yeah, no, I get that. That's
correct.
like for me.
But the music is like obviously you could sing that standalone. I guess.
Don't tell me not to. Yeah, of course.
And I did. That is actually a song that I sang in my show choir when I was like in either sophomore or junior year, and I should not have been singing that song. Because I could not hold the note at the end. And that is the recording that they got the day when I couldn't hold the note because we had like 3 days of performances.
Yeah.
And so I had to restart the note. It was
during
so embarrassing.
Oh, you said...
I said, hey. Not like that. I was just like, oh, girl.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I did not know the gravity of that song when I was singing it. I was just like, "Oh, this is a fun song that Rachel Berry sang."
It's a hard song. Like
it's a hard song to sing, and I just thought, "Yeah, I'm going to sing it."
Oof!
Yeah, who did I think I was?
My band out. Yeah.
If I went back and watched that DVD now, I would simply be so appalled. But it's fine. We grow, we learn.
You're going to do great as Miss Petra, kissing everyone, kissing the whole town.
Woo! Can't wait. But yeah, other than that,
it's perfect.
I have nothing.
Uneventful.
There's not a whole bunch happening in Maine. I don't have a car, so I'm just here out surviving.
How's the cast? You know? How are we doing? Are we socializing? We're still not.
We had a fun little cast party. Kathleen Turner, the Hollywood star, she made us fried chicken yesterday.
Word.
And we had a whole get-together with food and fried chicken, and it was really nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Small steps with this.
I mean, it's just everyone has their own lives here. Everyone has a significant other. It's not like this is not giving a contract where there's going to be like, whoa, look at all this drama. Yeah. You know what I mean? No, everyone's
secure the
doing their thing.
Yeah.
I mean, but they're all very nice people. Oh, I forgot. We also went to a bar the other night. We were going to try. It was after our understudy rehearsal. Mm-hmm. So we missed the drag show that was happening there because they started right on time, which does not happen for drag shows. Drag shows start at least 30 minutes late
or an hour.
But these people
in Maine are on time.
We didn't get to see it, but we did get to do karaoke after, and that was a crazy time. So yeah,
what'd you sing?
We've had our fun. Don't you worry.
Okay, listen, I'll put my paws up. I'm so sorry.
Put your paws up. It's fine. Anyway, what's going on with you, huh?
Well, I just came back from an eventful weekend, wedding weekend. Oh, yes,
you had a wedding, right?
Mm-hmm. It was a wedding. My brother was the best man. You know, it was a lot of chaos. It was a lot of chaos this week. It was a bunch of bullshit, but like good times as well. It's always kind of crazy to see someone that you like grew up with get married. It's like someone that he's not my cousin, but it's like his parents baptized me. So our families are very close, and his sister is also getting married. And I'm the maid of honor for her. And my brother was the best man for Tommy. So we're very integrated with this family. If it isn't obvious enough. So Johnny was like all nervous for his speech. He killed it. Absolutely brought the house down. He like memorized it. We workshopped it. It was so fun.
Full monologue. Reading.
Oh, full monologue. He had it memorized. He I gave him like a drink to like acted out. We like workshopped it. I was like, let's be detailed here. Let's get into the I was like literally giving him beats. I was like, beats, hold for the beat.
Nice.
And I was like, and then
Nice.
continue.
And he booked it. He booked it. Good for him.
He booked. Everyone loved it. It was great. Like, because you don't really see a lot of people. Like, my ass is going to be holding a piece of paper or my phone because there's no way I'm going to be memorizing that. Also, maids of honor have to do way more. Just saying.
Oh, for sure.
So much more. So I don't even want to hear it. But yeah, it was a great weekend. It's fun. It's always fun to get together. You know, went to Waffle House that night after. Ooh,
Waffle House after midnight.
Bro, I have not had Waffle House in so long. I mean, it has been years. And you can't just have Waffle House. Like, you don't plan to have Waffle House. It just happens to you. Everyone in the South knows this. Let it be known. The waffle comes to you. You don't go to the waffle. That's not how it works.
No. I mean, that's just where you go after show.
Anything.
After musical theater kids, we were always hitting up the Waffle House.
Stage makeup. I don't care.
Waffle House or IHOP.
We just did Annie. We just did Seussical. We just did Mamma Mia. We just did Sound of Music. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be at Waffle House and be sat having my waffle. Chocolate chips. Oh, my God. You want to see the picture of it? Oh, my God. Oh my God.
Oh, God. That looks terrifying.
Look at how many chocolate chips.
Okay. I can sort of see it better now. Wow. That's a lot.
Oh, man. I'm like salivating thinking.
You know, I'm not a chocolate girl, so this is not.
Oh, this is awkward. Anyways, it was so good. I'm talking about the damn Waffle House, but the wedding itself was great. Great time. Lots of dancing, lots of fun. I basically DJ'd this event. Okay, I was going up to DJ and I was like, play this, play that. Ariana Grande, Into You. I was like, screaming everything out. I was like, T-Pain, T-Pain. I'm like screaming, T-Pain, buy you a drink. Like, I was like, Chris Brown, kiss, kiss, kiss. I don't care. I know it's problematic. I need to stop listening to Chris Brown. I know it, guys. Sue me. I love Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. Featuring T-Pain. Other than that, I got back like really late. My flight got delayed. It was madness. Weather was horrible coming back to the city, and I got delayed. I got back into this establishment, into this apartment. Probably walked in around like 12:30 a.m., which, sets you back on a Monday. Homegirl took a tap class on Monday, got my little tippy tappies on, threw them on, because my ass is at steps every single day, as you guys know. So I couldn't go to steps today, but I'll go on, I think I'm going Friday. I'm going to a ballet class on Friday. Pray for me, guys. I'm going to a ballet class in this condition.
In this economy.
The tap class was so hard. I also had like an older tap teacher. Guys, can someone please tell my New York friends who are dancers that take tap class? I don't know if you're out there. Hopefully this reaches someone. Please DM me, text me, whatever platform you have me on. Just let me know who's the good tap teachers, because I think I'm lost. I went to this class. I don't want to say her name. She was so nice. She was so kind. She's a little older, but did she teach? No. I went to advanced beginner thinking I would be fine, and I don't think I was. I used to take intermediate all the time, be fine. I want to blame it on the teacher. I want to blame it on the teacher. I don't want to blame it on me.
What was she doing? I don't understand.
She was just going. She didn't explain anything. I think she said like 5-count riff one time. She like wouldn't say anything. She would just do it. And then she would get like mad when you didn't have it. She's like, relax into it. I'm like, but like, what am I doing? Is it opposite heel? Is it same heel? Like, I don't. Oh, can you say flap? Can you say shuffle? Can you say any terms? Like anything?
Nothing. Love that. Perfect. Just what I wanted.
So I felt like I kind of wasted my money. It's fine. I went out there and I tippy tap. I got the combo down pretty well for the most part.
Eventually. Yeah.
Yeah. The combo was fine, but like, because in tap class, you do like the warm up and then you do that, like the bulk of the class is like learning kind of like, it's like a technique combo. I don't know how to like really describe it, but that part was the most confusing. Anyways, why am I ranting about my tap class? That's that. I've had full days, I've packed my days since I was gone this weekend. So I'm working like every day, every second of the day. I watched The Bachelorette pretty much all day. Like I started at 11, I watched like 30 minutes, and then I watched 30 minutes on the train, and then I had some time at Starbucks, and I was at Starbucks watching it, and I am screaming, cackling. I can't even hold it in public. I'm laughing so hard. This man takes his headphones off. He's like, "What are you watching?" I was like, "I'm watching The Bachelorette. It is so funny. Are you watching?" He's like, "No." And I'm like, "Oh,
No.
I have a podcast." I was like, "I'm watching because I have a podcast." I'm plugging the podcast at Starbucks. He's like, his headphones already back in. I'm like, reality
he said,
show.
I don't care.
When I said Bachelorette, when I said, and I also plugged it today in my meeting at work. We were like going around and everyone was like, "Any podcasts you're listening to lately?" And I said,
"Whoa,
it's funny that you ask because yeah, it's my own podcast. That's my favorite podcast."
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Yeah." And one guy was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm following," and he followed. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, okay. I was like, who is this random person?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
He was supporting us. He's a Bravo person, yeah.
Sorry, we're not on the Bravo train right now. But
yeah, sorry, we're not on the Bravo train right now. But I told him to watch Love Island. Nevertheless, that's my week so far. So excited and terrified to take ballet on Friday, but I am just forcing myself into situations I don't want to be in. Hopefully this will help.
Something good will come out of it.
I'm reading a book, one of the Peloton instructors, Tunde. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like Speak Up or something. It's supposed to motivate me. I fell asleep reading it last night, but I'll let you know how it goes. Also, I have so much to say. Emily Henry, her new book, I guess it's not new. I'm just living under a rock.
Funny story.
Yes. Did you read it?
I'm reading it right now, but I think it's about to be returned because I rented it like through Libby, and I didn't know that it had been checked out to me, so I didn't know until I had 4 days left to read it. So,
but do you like it?
I've been scrambling. I mean, I can already tell what's happening, so I don't know what kind of twist she can add to it because it's literally like the plot is in like what's happening happens right in the first chapter. So you're like, okay, where does this go? I don't know. Maybe she'll surprise us.
Also, It Ends With Us. The movie is coming out next week.
It's next week? Oh my God, yes. I didn't know that. Oh,
I feel like they have not advertised that well.
No. I
literally was like, I was like randomly on TikTok and I saw it. And I was like, it said August 9th. I'm like, August 9th? That's literally next week.
I've seen a few commercials like on Hulu, but like that's about it. But I also don't have regular cable either. I don't know how people do commercial. Well, I guess through TikTok and Instagram. I was just going to say Blake Lively is promoting Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool right now more than she is her own movie. So
I mean, you'd be correct. Like Blake Lively is like she's the lead in this, right? She's Lily. Is that the character's name, Lily?
I think so.
Oh man, I loved that book when I read it. Sorry, really I know Colleen Hoover's kind of canceled now, but
I don't care.
Still don't know why she's canceled.
Books. People just think some of her books are too cheesy and like
they promote violence or something.
Well written, and that as well. And
anyways, It Ends With Us. Blake Lively, promote your own movie, please. I know you're proud of your husband.
Ryan Reynolds is making the checks right now, so I get her promoting that too.
I get it.
And I really want to see Deadpool. I want to be near a theater. Someone take me to the theater, please.
Oh gosh, the theater. I will be seeing the movie though because I enjoyed the book at the time.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot it, but it'll all come back
hopefully I'll be
to me.
surprised again.
Yeah,
when I see it.
So I guess I'll maybe start the Emily Henry book. I don't know. I'm trying to get inspired first, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Anyways, going back to Love Island, I know that's where we started with. I want to go back to it because there's been so many interviews.
Let's get into it. These people are interviewing left and right. I can't keep up. Call Her Daddy was the first one with Rob, I would say.
Yeah.
He like immediately flew straight to her podcast room from Fiji.
In his overalls and all.
To have this with the overalls, yeah. And so what did I get from this interview? I found that Rob is just really awkward. He's just an awkward human. And
really young.
I don't know. It's like I do like him as a person. And here's what I will say. I do not think that him and Leah need to be together. And I think they are saying this as well, that they don't need to be together, and I hope that stays true. What I do find that they can be cute and relate on is the fact that they both love animals. Because when Leah she like posted a TikTok like showing off all of her animals on her farm, and she was with the animals. She was sitting in the pig filth with the pig, and I was just like, that is an animal girl. So I was like, well, I guess I get how that her and Rob would be connecting on that. You know what I mean? But he's just he is a hard nut to crack.
And Alex is really great at interviewing, and you could see her struggling during that interview.
Is that, but also she does have a tendency to just like take whoever's side of who she's interviewing. She's not very good at like being like non-biased with the person because she just wants to be on their side.
I feel like that's her tactic, though. She like tries to befriend them, and then it's almost like that's what gets them to tell the information. But Rob was very like the whole time.
People just had opinions that they thought that she was catering to him too much. Apparently, that's just what I've been seeing in the comments, and that she also hasn't actually watched the show. Apparently, she just watches like clips on TikTok.
Yeah, you could.
So she doesn't even have the full information.
Yeah, because she even said like, why don't they roll the tape of them?
And I'm like, they did roll the tape.
I was like, they did roll the tape.
Correct.
Alex, they did roll that was the whole thing.
Like Leah
was like, roll the tape. And I was like, Leah, they did.
Granted, they probably haven't seen the show because most
Leah,
of them haven't watched
I understand she hasn't because she went off the show and she's just started interviewing. So she doesn't really, all of them don't really know what's being like up on that. Like no one knows.
Yeah, because when Leah went to interview with Call Her Daddy, they brought up the whole voting situation, and the girls, the host of not Call Her Daddy, I meant to say Chicks in the Office.
Yeah, Chicks in the Office.
Chicks in the Office. They were like, yeah, they did roll the tapes actually.
So yeah, and also Alex like runs the podcast world, so she got her interview of Rob and Leah, and the one with Leah like got out first before the Chicks in the Office. But the Chicks in the Office was Rhea and Fran were the first people that interviewed, but they were like not allowed to post it, which was weird. I was like,
that's crazy.
What was the whole point of them going to Fiji and they didn't even get the opportunity to post first? I don't know how that works.
They got to post first with like Serena and
Cordell.
Janae, like they posted that first, so I guess it was just like that was probably the agreement, like that you guys get them the winners, we'll get the Rob, and then we'll get the
it did kind of anger me a little bit that Alex wasn't like super prepared for that, but like that just goes to show she's so great at what she does that even like she kind of pulled that out of her ass and still kind of slayed it for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't listened to her podcast. I like the first time I listened to it was because it was either. I think Cole Sprouse was on there, and he was like,
"Oh yeah, that was a good one."
Crush. So that was like the first time I ever watched her do anything on a podcast.
I was like a full like I was part of the daddy gang like before.
Yeah,
like before the breakup. Like yes, I was all with her and Sophia. Like I literally like listened to the first episode. Like I was back in the days, and then I was all in the drama when they like broke up and stuff. And then she went to Spotify, and like now she's changed her whole like thing. But yeah, the interviews have been really interesting.
I wanted to go back to Rob for a second because the two main things that I thought were really funny that he said,
keep the main thing.
Stop, we have not gotten there, and we do not need to put that phrase into people's mouths. Throw that phrase out. Anyway,
I had to do it once.
With Rob, because I've been wondering, I've been like, what are you doing with Andrea? Because you guys seem like you had such a great connection or whatever. And he basically said that it was kind of like that honeymoon phase. And I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then he was like, and she asked him if he would talk to her now. And he was like, yeah, we texted a bit, but he was like, I've seen some of her videos. And Andrea's videos on TikTok are so freaking cringe. Cringe. The minute she left that villa.
Like, is Rob a good kisser? Spin. Yes. Like what? Like for no reason. Her and Caine every single day on
Caine
TikTok
is
Live.
Insane Caine. He is out here just saying everything that occurred. I mean, like some of it's like tea because he has no filter and will just say what happened on the island. But sometimes I'm just like, okay, are you just saying stuff just to say stuff?
He's like, I never wanted to go. I don't believe in love. I'm like,
He's calling poor Saria. Hello? I'm not well. And she's calling poor Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
Timu Rihanna. And I was like, please stop it.
Wild.
Funny. So there was that. And also he said that someone had smelly breath. Rob said someone had smelly breath on the show.
Oh, it got
and
exposed.
And it was poor, her name is Destiny, the girl that was one of the Casa girls that he was originally talking to. And I was like, oh, so that's why you stopped talking to her. I was like, damn, that sucks. That's like one of my worst fears. I'm just smell in general.
I know.
Like, I'm always
terrifying.
Anyway.
But the thing is, those people, the people that care about it never smell. So you're good. You never smell.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, you're
Someone
welcome.
told me I smelled nice the other day and I was like, oh, thanks.
It's amazing. I heard that Jenn smells really good.
Jenn,
our Bachelorette.
Yeah, where'd you hear that from?
I think she was doing an interview. Oh, call her daddy.
Oh, was she on?
You smell so. She's like, you're the best smelling person I've ever smelled.
Oh my God, that's like the highest compliment you could pay me.
I know. And she said the perfume, and I put it in my cart, but I haven't bought it because it was like $100. And I said, please.
Oh, what was it? I want to know.
Oh yeah, I'll have to look it up in a second.
Tell me later. Anyway, so then Leah's Call Her Daddy episode. Only thing that I really took away from it is that apparently she dated Kanye West.
Kanye West.
What?
Period. What the fuck?
First of all, why? Why would you want to do that? I'm sorry. I guess like, I would simply be doing it for money. That's it.
That interview actually pissed me off more than watching Rob's. It took me forever to watch it.
She was honestly, it was just a bunch of tangents. I mean,
it's so funny because she's like acting like so much has happened in her life, and they're like 24. So I'm just like
that.
Like all
when she was telling the stories of her like getting high and stuff, I was just like,
I don't really care. Is not like that happened to me like 10 years ago. Like enough.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I guess I can see why people like her because she is this goofy, crazy personality. But like, personally, I'm just like, I think I like her, but I don't know if I'm like upset. I don't think I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed.
Like, I watched the interview. Like, I'm interested to see what she does afterwards, but I'm not for sure.
I'm more interested in the three girls as a trio. I love seeing their videos together because Leah kind of has been posting. I think it means Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, okay. I was like, am I missing something? I know they call themselves PPG, but I was like, I don't know.
I hope that's what it stands for because that's what I've been seeing.
Because then I was like, their names. I was like, JSL.
That's not PPG.
I said, that's not PPG. Yeah, those interviews were good. I actually didn't watch the Kaylor one with the Vial Files with Nick.
Girl, I fell asleep on that. I fell asleep.
Period.
But I saw most of it. Basically, Nick is very good about being non-biased. I feel like he was like still being nice to her, but he basically told her like, Aaron is not a good guy, and you should not be dating this guy. He does not do the things that you deserve in a relationship. But he was like, but I understand you have to go on your own journey. Like, it was just this thing where he was able to balance that, like, be upfront with her and say, like, this is not good, but also be like, but you have to do what you have to do. And that's what she said herself. She's like, I'm 22, so I'm just gonna, see it through.
She's doing her thing. And
one other thing about Kaylor is she was on FaceTime with her friend, and Aaron was on live, and he got a clip of Kaylor's friend being like, fuck Leah, no one's gonna know her in 6 months or something. I swear. So that was a whole uproar. Aaron just he sucks.
First and foremost, he sucked the whole season. Second off, you're telling me you captured that? Like, you saw that she was on the phone with someone and you obviously knew that they were talking about how she was so upset. Why are you recording? That made no sense to me. That whole thing made no sense.
The whole thing.
I want to say he's just stupid, but I almost feel like it's calculated at this point. Because that's so stupid.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. But anyways, I could talk about how much I hate Aaron for a long time. But let's talk about how much I hate Kendall and how Kendall and Nicole are now speculated not being together. Which I think.
Yes.
I
tried to watch the interview that Nick did with Kendall that just got released today.
Yeah.
And he literally was just like, so what's going on with you and Nicole? Yeah. And Kendall basically said that now that we're out of the villa, we kind of just need to restart,
They broke up.
refresh.
Okay, they broke up.
It's giving like I need a little bit of space. That's what it seems like Nicole has said to him.
Because, okay, for first and foremost, she was forced to say I love you. Like with a shotgun against her head.
She
like,
was.
She
and that shouldn't
is
have
hot.
Happened.
She does not need Kendall. Little whiny Kendall. Little whiny little bitch boy.
Here's the other thing I will say is I don't think Kendall's a bad human.
You better take that back now.
I'm not compared to Aaron. Aaron is not a good human. Kendall just seems like a bit of a
I don't
just
think
the regular schmegular dude that's a bit annoying. You know what I mean? He's
annoying.
Not. He's on a different level. He's not the same as Aaron. Do you know what I mean? And I feel a little bit bad for him that this is all that he is like getting exposed with these videos, and then like now Nicole doesn't want to be with him, and it's just like, dang, that sucks.
The asshole on Twitter was crazy.
The asshole of it all.
The asshole, the spreading of the cheeks was wild.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
But Nick did not ask him about that. He probably wasn't allowed to. So,
I mean, I jaw to the floor. I was like, I need to delete Twitter. Holy shit!
Didn't see it, so
it's
I wouldn't know.
But you can't find it. I'm pretty sure it's
scrubbed away.
But anyways, Kendall and Nicole, you did not last.
Yeah. But here's the one thing I did find out from that interview is that apparently Kendall, he applied for, well, he didn't apply. His friends, like his coworkers, applied for him to be like on basically every reality show at one point. And he got offered to do Love Island the previous season. So he was originally going to be on season 5, not this current season. But he said no because of his job. And he also got offered to be on charity season of The Bachelorette.
That would have been great.
But he was like, The Bachelorette seems a bit too scripted, like a bit too, like he felt like he could be more himself in Love Island. And I was like, correct. Because this episode clearly shows you. Anyway, we'll get to that. But I am not digging what's happening with The Bachelorette right now. Anyway, so I thought that was interesting. And he also got offered to do The Circle too. So he was just trying to be on reality TV. And you know what? I'd be the same way. I'd love to be on a reality TV show. So
maybe I should start applying. Maybe it's my time.
I know, but
I want to be on the mall.
This podcast is probably a detriment for us when it comes to that. Or they could use it against us and then we somehow become the villain because we have a podcast. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God. It comes out. They're like, Whitney actually had a podcast. She's a super fan.
She's just doing this for intel for her pod.
Yeah. And then we rise to the top. And
no, but actually I need a man. So like I'm at desperate measures right now and I'm resorting to TV. So yeah,
I support that.
With all of these interviews, I love seeing PPG. They all have over 1 million followers. Leah has over 2 million followers, which is crazy. But I'm happy that they're all successful.
Yeah, and we see that Cordell and Serena are in great spirits. Happy for them. Hope they last, but they probably won't.
Yeah, because they all went to Universal Studios, and like Aaron is like scrubbed from any videos of it, which is weird because he was there.
And Kendall and Nicole were spotted, like separated. Yeah, that's when it started
constantly separated. That's what. Yeah,
that's why. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so the people are quick. We're quick. We're quick with it. We're investigators.
We know what's happening.
We don't waste time. It's already figured out. Before I even investigate, someone already investigated. It's all on Twitter, and there's an explanation video. There's like 5. The sleuths are out.
Thank you, sleuths.
I will say,
sorry. Final piece of tea from Kendall's interview was that crossover. A girl from the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders named Ariana.
No.
She apparently used to date Kendall. And she posted a TikTok and she was like, every time that the host comes out, he's going to have to hear my name or something like that. Because, Ariana Madix and this girl's name is Ariana.
Her name is Ariana.
And so there was like drama about that. And Kendall kind of spoke about like how they dated like a year and a half before he went on Love Island. But they're like fine now. So yeah, I just thought that was funny that, another piece of reality TV going on right now with that Dallas Cowboys documentary had a crossover moment. Love Island USA is a different beast. Okay.
Yeah, it really is. It's worldwide. I mean, everyone's watching it. It is. It was such a good season. Like I said, I just wish USA. So good. So great. Miss it so much.
That's that.
Should we get into
The Bachelorette?
Oh my God.
This crazy spoof of an episode of The Bachelorette. It was actually just an SNL skit. The whole thing was just an SNL skit.
I mean, I was laughing my ass off watching this episode and the random areas that I watched this today all around New York City, worldwide. all boroughs, and not
I
all
was
boroughs,
mostly
just in
just like,
Manhattan.
what is
But
happening?
I was just like, yeah, everything. I was just like, what? So it starts, of course, it starts with a little teaser. We noticed that
Oh, what was the teaser? I
finally
don't remember.
the teaser was her ex coming. Why are you here? And then it goes into the episode. They're on a boat and they're in New Zealand. Turn up.
New Zealand.
Auckland.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like at
it just cuts to them at lunch. Yeah,
lunch.
No day card.
And then
Jenn just comes
they
in.
They haven't been wasting time with the Jenn card. The date
Honestly,
card, the Jenn card.
Save paper.
Date card. Save paper. Save time, save paper. Nothing matters. Let's keep going. Jesse is eating with Jenn. He has his random tidbit. He's like, you know why took the food away? It's because of me. And we're like, okay, Jesse.
I was eating all the time.
I was like, you're so beautiful, Jesse. I wish I was Jenn on that date with Jesse.
You are crazy.
Okay, I'm wild.
Your obsession with JP is crazy.
I had to say it. I had to say it. I love. Shout out to Jesse Palmer. I love you.
Someone's got to love him.
But
yeah. So then it goes to the guys, and then she comes in and she's like, I am going on a 1-on-1 date, and it ends up being
Mr.
Sam
Myrtle.
M, Mr. Myrtle,
Gaston.
Yep. And so I just found this whole date so weird. So weird. So they go to the top of this tower.
I feel like we're missing
you can
something.
I just don't even know. I don't know. But the tower, you can do skywalking on it and jump off of it, like crazy stuff. And hold on. So they're just chit-chatting at first. Apparently he doesn't
having a drink.
I didn't notice this, but I just saw in a podcast I'm listening to, Wells Adams said that Sam did not pull out her chair for her when they sat down. And that's kind of, when you're on TV like that, that's an essential thing that you have to do. You know what I mean?
Spencer was doing it. Spencer was doing it for her.
Note it. You know what I mean? Noted. So then they're talking, but not really talking. And then this guy comes over because they see someone, they're sitting by the window of this tower and they see someone jump off and just fly by the window, and they're like, whoa, what's that? What's going on? And I'm like, how do you not know what's going on? How do you not know what this date is? I know the producers told you what the date is.
Fucking for real, Jenn.
Why are we acting? Why are we acting right now? So she's like, oh my God, what is this? And the waiter's like, so you get to jump off of the tower. Do you want to do it? And I feel like
or you can take a walk.
It was not like that though. I don't know.
The accent was also the accent was wild. I don't know how they were talking in New Zealand, but that did not feel like a New Zealand accent.
I'll be honest, I was watching this while also grocery shopping, so I was mostly listening, but not really listening.
Okay, so she comes up and she's like, two options. You jump or you do the walk. Sam's like, we're jumping.
Yeah.
All right.
But I'm also the whole thing seems so fake to me. None of the conversation, none of that interaction seemed like it was a real conversation. It just seemed like producers said, okay, you're going to just say that you're both going to jump. Jenn, act like you don't know what's going on, and waiter, say your lines.
What's up with all the jumping this season?
There's a lot of jumping happening, and so that's what I'm a little confused on. Is I'm like, why is Jenn so afraid to do this, walking and jumping when she just went skydiving the other week? But I do understand that skydiving, I guess, could feel different because I guess you have someone holding on to you and doing the work.
The walk is scarier than the jump.
The walk is scary. I've done that before, and it's scary.
The walk is terrifying. Don't do the walk. Just jump, girl.
And leaning off of the tower is really scary too. That's
terrifying. Just drop me. Oh my God.
The jump actually seemed very easy because it's not like bungee jumping where you're just completely free fall. There was things, and you literally just slowly went down. It was easy.
You made such a big deal. And then she makes it a whole deal about the communication. She's like, he's not listening to my needs. And I'm like, but what?
Yeah, because he's trying to get her to lean off the tower with her, and she's like, no, I can't.
But even before that, even before when he made the decision for her, she was already pissed. So then by the time they're doing the walk, she's already pissed. And he's like, I'm going to do the lean back. You should do it. Come give me a kiss. That was crazy.
I'd be like, absolutely not. I mean, I would be like Jenn too, and I would be like, I cannot give you a kiss right now. I will stand here and look at the view, but I will not be leaning away.
Is she actually scared though, or is she not? I couldn't decide.
I don't know. Everything just seems so fake to me, and I'm really annoyed because I love The Bachelor, and I know that some stuff is produced, but this whole episode just felt so
and that's
unreal.
What made it funny. And that's
Unreal. Isn't that the name of that TV show?
Yeah, it is. This is Unreal. Okay. MTV. Is it MTV?
Wait, no? No.
I don't know. Unreal.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? Unreal, the one with
yes.
that's about The Bachelor.
Yes.
Yeah. It feels unreal.
It feels unreal, and it's also unreal. But yeah, no, I just think the heights thing was weird. They're playing into that. Did she really not know? I don't know. Is she actually afraid of heights? I don't know.
And then they have this dramatic, like, action-packed music playing in the background as she's, like, so upset, and Sam's not realizing. I'm just like, why is this voiceover? This is too much.
She's like, he's not listening to my needs, and all of a sudden he, like, comes off, and he's like, it's okay, and hugs her, and he was like, and she was like, he really listened to my needs, and then she jumps first. I was like, tell me what the fuck just happened.
I don't know. It was like a whole switcheroo. Right, she jumped fine all of a sudden.
And then she's like, I jumped off a building. I was like, girl, and what? Jenn, I've had enough of you. How about that?
I just feel like she seems like someone who does agree very easily to whatever the producers want her to do.
Pick me, girl.
The vibes are just not, the vibes of everything right now on this show is not right.
I was just going to say, they made a weird edit when she was like freaking out and he was like laughing, hanging off the thing. I was like, the edits were weird. It was just a whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so much to it, but that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And so then they have the date night portion, and like she ends up talking first and like expressing like what was her issues? She was saying her issues with herself.
Yeah, she says the same thing to everyone. I mean, I've heard her story
so many times. Normally when they have that date night portion, it's just the contestant saying their issues, I feel like. So it was very interesting that she had to speak first, and then he was like, here's my little sob story.
I think she's just...
But that's I just feel like they're not good at actually having conversation. Like, she's desperately trying to like pull something out of him, but I don't think there's just a lot happening.
I think she was trying to open the door so he would open the door, and then he had really nothing to say. He told the engagement. She's like a third person like this in this season.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them out there. I'm like, where are these committed men at, and who are y'all dating? I'm literally like, it is the word. I know y'all are in New York. I know that for certain.
Yeah, so somehow he ended up looking like the good guy at the end of the day. Yeah. Despite like, I just think it's pretty obvious that they have a physical chemistry together, but I don't think you can only survive on that for so long.
I think she convinced herself that there was more of a there's more to it than the physical, but I think deep down inside she knows. Because
she knows. My God, I hope she knows.
Yeah. Can we get to the group date? Because
group date. Okay, so everyone is on the group date except for Devin, which means that he has the next one-on-one. But we do the group date first, and it's a rugby date. And the boys trying to learn how to play seemed like pretty icky to me because they didn't know they didn't know what they were doing.
Sam, my husband.
And then your supposed husband, who I've had the ick from day one.
I mean,
really icked everyone out.
Really icked everyone out. But I sent you a picture of my ex. Understand?
Yeah, he looks exactly like your ex. So,
well, like kind of.
He looks like a child version of.
Well, yeah, because he also was a child when we were children.
Like that's what Salmon looked like when he was in high school. That was your ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so Sam N decides to like not be with the guys playing and just like have some time with Jenn, and I don't even know if she's responding to it as well. Like she's just like ha, ha, ha. Yeah.
And then he wrote on the back of his jersey, Jen's husband. And I said that should say Eleni's husband. Sorry, one more. You gave me the ick.
I'm gonna say, stop it. You do not like this man. You do not like this man. No,
he lost me. He lost me last episode, but I still have to keep the bit going. So
then they all play a game of rugby, even though the guys are kind of annoyed what Sam did, like trying to have time with Jenn alone. And Sam Ann's team, the blue team, won. And so they got to have more time in the night portion. Is that what happened? This is where I kind of wasn't paying attention.
I don't think it mattered. I think they just got a medal. But I will say...
Did they all have time at night, or was it just the blue team?
Yeah, they all had time. I'm pretty sure. In between that, they have a shot of Devin and Myrtle together.
Oh my God.
And this was
they're like
stupid.
A standoff, but they're sitting.
And they're sitting, and Myrtle's like,
I'm
going to get to the bottom of this. And he's like, why do you hate me? What's your problem with me? Devin's like, I legitimately do not have a problem with you. And he was like, yeah, well, I don't even say your name ever. You don't even matter to me. I don't even care about you. I never say your name. I was like, bro.
Meanwhile, he's literally, will not get his name out of his mouth. I mean, is that the right? Yeah, is that the phrase?
Yes.
Like, literally will not shut up about Devin. And I'm just like, bro.
Wild. Sorry, that was like one little aside I have to say, because that whole standoff was so. And then they just fought with each other, and then it just ended with them being like, "Stop talking to me." Like Devin's just like, "Why are you talking? You hate me. I hate you." Like he doesn't even care about him really. But Myrtle is so he's like
just like a
boom, boom, like enough.
A little chihuahua trying to claim its territory. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So anyways, the night portion, we have Sam M, my ex-husband, dressed as a greaser tonight. Sorry, is it N?
N.
Sorry. N, and then M is for Myrtle. Duh.
Correct.
So Sam N in his greaser outfit.
Grease lightning.
Grease lightning. He had an audition. Someone put a meme. They were like, when you have to go to the Grease audition after this. Hilarious. Danny Zuko vibes completely. Great meme. Like I said, the memes are fucking hilarious. Y'all keep coming at them. I love them. I'm living for the memes. Unrelated, but still related. He comes in as a greaser. He has like something in his jacket. He has the trophy. He sits the trophy next to him. Marcus is trying to sit down. He can't sit because the trophy's there. He's like, man, move the trophy. He's like, no.
What?
Okay.
That was so weird. And
then he said, bro, you need to check yourself. And then someone was like, yeah, he told him he had to check himself. I'm like, everyone is so annoying. Everyone is
really annoying.
Yeah, I'm just like, everyone's so annoying. Sam has the jersey. He pulls Jenn first. He gives her the jersey that says Sam's
Jen's husband.
Wife.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I said, oh, how the turntables. And Jen's like, thanks.
Just what I wanted. And so then the guys are like getting annoyed, and Jonathan's like, I really cannot stand this dude.
Everyone's outfits are wild though. Sam's was really distracting, but did you see Jeremy had like a diamond like necklace on? I was like, what is happening?
No, I did not. Oh my God.
It's wild. His big forehead and his jewels. I said,
don't you love him though?
Love him. Forehead, huge.
Love it.
That's what I texted. I texted Whitney. I was like, forehead, huge.
Damn. But
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, everyone's getting super annoyed with him, and Jonathan's like, I need to say something. And so then the guys are kind of just like all on Sam and just like, bro, like, why would you not let Marcus sit down? Like, why you literally did not speak to anybody when we came into the room. And he's like, I'm just focused on Jenn, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you can be focused on Jenn, but you can also just like respect us all. The disrespect.
Here we go with the disrespect.
It's always about the disrespect in this show, okay?
And here's our police.
Disrespect me.
Here's our police pulling him aside.
Disrespect police. Little LeFou. He's like, I gotta keep the main thing, and tell Sam Man what's up.
Says the quote that Sam has been saying.
Literally.
Repeats that quote. Had me gooped and gagged. I literally was floored when he said that.
He is simply a follower, him to the side. Not a leader.
I'm literally like, okay. Was Sam N annoying as fuck? Yes. Of course. Cringe. When I see that type of behavior, I usually kind of just laugh and I'm like, he's going to be exposed later, but I'm not going to be the one to say it. Like, that's going to play out because there's no amount that could save him at this point. Like, the man is cringe. The man needs to get off the show. Jenn will figure that out eventually. I'm not one to pull. I guess the emotions are heightened. And a lot of times we kind of forget. We see like the full thing and like the men are living in it and they're just like, that's all they don't have a phone. They don't have books. They can't journal. They can't do anything. They're like
they
in
can
this
journal,
world.
but
they actually can't journal. That's
Love Island can't journal, which is crazy.
Love Island can't journal.
What?
But they're very detached is basically what I'm trying to say. So like I can understand them getting annoying, but like still, I don't think I would ever get to the place where I feel like I'm the police. Like Thomas.
No, I don't know why he thinks he has to be involved in everything and like be in control of it all.
Yellow submarine shirt, looking like a fool. Like these outfits are crazy. I'm like pissed off. The outfits are crazy.
And he's like, I don't even know what he says to him.
Yeah, and then he's just like, Sam's like, what? Like, why does it matter to you? And fair point, Sam. Why does it matter?
Fair point, but also he was like really up in his face. He's like, we don't need to talk about this, or I don't know what he did, but I was just like, oh, this interaction is so weird. It's like Sam, and he sounds like when you put like something through like chat, what is it, Chat GPT or whatever, like the AI thing.
He's like a robot.
Like that. He is a robot, and like, so he's like, I'm focused on Jenn, whatever. So then they have a little argument, I guess, and Sam walks away from it. And then Thomas goes to speak to Jenn, and he's talking about
and then we go into a confessional. Yeah, the confessional voiceover of Sam all of a sudden being like, I'm going to kiss her tonight. First off, I didn't even know that he didn't kiss her. At this point, if you haven't kissed her, you're going home.
That's true. I didn't know he hasn't had a single kiss yet.
He hasn't had a single kiss, so I'm just like, and he's like, once it gets physical, it's over for these men.
Oh, he's so cringe. So cringe.
Like, that's when the divorce papers actually went in, for real. I was like, let me file for divorce, because...
Yeah, so then
that's not my
he interrupts Thomas in their conversation.
Oh my God. And of course
Thomas is like, can I have 5 more minutes? And he's like, no, bro. No. And so then Thomas,
Jen's
literally
like,
the way Thomas left, he was so upset. He was like...
That made me... I just love that it was Thomas. Like, I love... Like... I understand. I would be so mad if I was Thomas too, but seeing him pissed off like brings me joy. Is that crazy?
No.
I'm like,
and pissed. Then God, Sam and just did the most cringiest thing. Like sometimes this works occasionally, but most of the time this just doesn't work. He literally is like, what did he say? I'm really loving like how things are going, whatever.
Like,
and
it
he's
starts
just
getting
like,
closer. No, please.
He's like,
I'm so sorry.
So Jenn, can I kiss you?
All right, here I go. Like, I just really have to say this. I don't know what's a bigger red flag at this point. I don't know.
A tongue kiss or asking to be kissed?
Tongue going down the throat first.
Or let's clarify. First kiss with the tongue.
First kiss, tongue, like lead with tongue. It's that specific.
Crazy.
Happens all the time. Crazy. More in like a drunk bar state, but still. This shit happens.
Not on reality TV. I see so many people just going straight in.
And also, you know what? People just be doing it sober. Period. It happens. Okay.
Period.
Or the ask. I don't think anyone has ever asked to kiss me. I've
just had it where they said, I'm going to kiss you now. And then they kiss me.
Where was that? It's almost the 1 year anniversary. No, it's not.
It was madness. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so I would prefer that over someone saying, can I kiss you now? You know? And that was when the ick door just completely shut on Sam and Jenn said, actually, I'm going to have to send you home.
Yeah, that was funny.
This ain't working. She
was like, I just don't think I'm going to even get there. She was like, okay. No to the kiss and also just no to you.
No.
Walks him out. Goodbye, Sam. Also, I would like to say, Grant said it the best. I think Grant said it the best. He said, that man just needs to like a spanking. That man just needs to be beat up. Like, some people just like really need to be slapped in the face. You can just tell that they have never been told anything. Like, they just need to be slapped.
I guess he takes romance seriously, but it's just a bit too serious.
When I see him, I'm gonna punch him in the face and be like, okay, now we can get married.
Okay, now marry me. That's crazy.
Punch in the face.
Crazy.
Now, we could probably get married now.
Yeah.
Or not.
So I was so happy to see Sam and go. Everyone else was happy
Sam.
to see him go. Thank God.
Now we just one Sam remaining. And he better be out the fucking door. We didn't say who got the rose. Marcus got this was like the only good part of the group date, which was the conversation with Marcus.
We also need to talk about this for a second. Yeah. Marcus's little moment with Jenn was honestly... I mean, I guess he was afraid to open up and be vulnerable about the fact that he was feeling pain because he got PTSD. Hurt in the rugby challenge, I guess, due to PTSD. But if anyone knows Grey's Anatomy, it kind of brought me back a little bit to Owen, our army vet, Owen, and his PTSD. And that's the only thing I'm a little worried about is granted, Grey's Anatomy is dramatic, but if he's having to deal with this, PTSD is difficult for people who have, been involved in things. And I just wonder how he's actually dealing with it. I hope he has, done the proper things, done the therapy and everything like that.
I couldn't tell if like he wanted to open up about it but didn't want to do it on camera.
Perhaps maybe that's what it is.
That was a thing, but I think the vagueness. But he showed that he wanted to, but I just don't think it was the right moment for him. Like maybe it's more so like when they go on another date, like when they have more time. You know, they're still not getting a ton of time. They get like maybe 10 minutes with her. I think 10 to 15. Like it's very quick still because they're still like in group date mode. So I think it just wasn't the right time. But I did like that she gave him the rose. I feel like that connection is authentic. Marcus, Jeremy, those are like
probably the
authentic.
And Jeremy.
The
only one. Jeremy. I need to see a little bit more of Jeremy. I think they're
we saw
way
Jeremy
too much on the drama of it all. And so I'm just like, I literally don't know who Jenn is into. Like,
no, seriously.
Who is a genuine connection with Jenn? Because right now, none of these people seem like good prospects, except for maybe Marcus.
It was so funny because, like, Marcus does have, like, a little breakdown. He has, like, an emotional moment. And, you know, he's obviously, like, kind of dealing with his own... You know, I think they cut that short because there was just so much drama. So I think there was more that we missed. But here it goes with the police. Thomas is like, well, I approve of him because if that's the kind of man that Jenn likes, then yeah, I total respect. Okay, Thomas, like,
thanks for your stamp of approval.
Thanks for your stamp of approval,
just
Thomas. Shut the fuck up, Thomas. Be so fucking for real. I need you to really just check yourself. Check yourself. You know who also needs to be hit in the face?
The main thing.
How about you just leave? Because you're not even furthering your connection. All you do is pull the guys aside. Stop pulling the guys aside. Pull Jenn aside. Talk to her. Just saying, he's not furthered his connection. There has not been a moment where they have furthered
he's not here for a connection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Enough about Thomas. Back to my love. My husband, Devin. I loved his date. I have no notes. You know what I mean?
No notes.
I think he was able to like show who he is, talk about his growing up and being in a, you know,
his mom,
a broken home, you could say, I guess.
She talked about like religion.
They talked about their religion, how they want their kids to be. Like they really got to the nitty gritty of things, as one should do.
It's also really wild to me because she'll just be like, I'm Buddhist, and she's like, oh my gosh, I just opened up so much. I'm like, did you?
Well, I think they are trying to promote more of like her Asian, you know.
Yeah, but like even culture, that, and then he was just like, I love my mom, and she was like, oh my god, he really opened up and said like he loved his mom today. I'm like,
yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I'm like, also this culture was like, I need to like research this culture, and I need to know like what the chants are, because these chants were aggressive, but they were like happy. Were they good? They were welcoming? I don't know.
They're good. Yeah.
Could they explain it a little bit more? Because I was like, it looks like they are yelling at them. Anyways, I wish that they explained that, because all we got was like they were being exposed to the culture, and all we saw was takes of them screaming. So like, and it was like really like this. That's why I texted you. I was like, I need to know more. And they're like, yeah. And then they're like, they always do this before rugby. And I was like, I need more explanation on that. I wanted more of the culture, not of the boys' drama.
That's what they want you to do. They want you to look it up and be like, what is the culture?
Okay, Jesse, I'll do that for you, baby. Okay? I'll do it for you,
They are trying to expand our horizons and see what we can look up after the episode's over.
Okay. I like that, Whitney. I like that. I'm going to do my research tonight after I read my book.
Yeah.
I did love that Devin was literally like, I'm falling in love with you. Great moment. Love that.
Oh.
And then Jenn was like,
I've got to rewatch it. Damn.
You didn't know this was a big thing. He was like, I'm falling for you. And she's like, oh my God. And then she has her like confessional, and she's just like, no one has ever told me that. I was like, bitch, didn't Sam just say that in the last episode? She's like, no one has ever told me that they're falling in love with me. And I'm like, first off, I thought you had like a bunch of exes, and also Sam M literally just said that like a week ago.
N?
I'm sorry. I keep saying the wrong Sam. Or Greaser. My ex-husband. I divorced him. Yeah, but I was like, that's hilarious that she said that, because she like literally broke up with him, and she was like out of sight, out of mind. Like didn't even like remember his existence. I was like,
garbage. Moved to trash. That's what she did with Salmon.
So that's exciting for them.
Yeah, I just worry that like Devin was obviously used as like part of the drama, so it's like, how do you make the switcheroo from being drama guy to actual real contender? You know what I mean?
Maria did it.
That's true. That is true.
She made it to hometowns. But will Devin be the one?
I don't
Uncertain.
know. I hope not, so that I can hit him up.
Oh. It's like me trying to
dead.
I'm trying to find the perfect moment to reach out to Tanner. I'm not even lying. So like he's in LA and he keeps hanging out with Brittany. You know, Brittany Jax. You know Jax from Vanderpump.
Yeah.
Jax is, well, now ex, or I don't know if they're officially divorced, but Brittany, she's like, they're all in each other's stories. And I'm like, when I go to LA, am I like trying to go to this bar so I can like run into him? Or like, do I just DM him? Like, I'm trying to save my DM. Not like he's even going to see my DM, but I'm just like, he's not that famous. I feel like I have a chance.
No, you might have a chance. Who knows?
I don't know. I'm picking the right time. And also when I feel ready, because I'm like not ready to be talking to any type of man in this vicinity. But if I were to talk to someone in DM, it would probably be Tanner because I love him.
I mean, mine would be Andrew Spencer. Hello.
Yeah, or Greg.
I'm waiting for you. You have Greg.
Did you see Victoria Fuller's hard launch? Her boyfriend just hard launched her. He's like a football player.
Okay.
The boyfriend hard launched her. I was like,
damn.
Victoria just keeps climbing the motherfucking ladder. My girl. She said,
she's dated them
Peter
all.
Weber, boom. She said that singer.
Well,
boom.
Yeah,
Greg Grippo,
singer first.
boom. Football player hard launched her. I know that's right. Let's go, Victoria. Sorry.
That's so funny. I haven't seen it. I'll have to look.
Yeah, I thought I sent it to you today. But anyways, the date was great. They progressed. Opera singer was singing. They were making out and dancing. Great. Love it. Perfect. That date went better than Myrtle's. Period.
For sure.
Team Devin.
Woo.
We ended with a nail biter,
and then we get to this stupid piece of drama that they decided to throw
Jesse's
in.
Full face to the camera. I'm screaming. I said,
like,
"What is
what's happening? Why are you so close to the screen right now?"
I was like, "Stop, Jesse." I was like,
he's like, "So." He's basically like, Jen's ex contacted us. Like, how? What do you mean he contacted you guys? What?
Contacted the producer.
Anyway, and he wants to see Jenn, and he's spent his own money and flight 24 hours to get to New Zealand just to talk to Jenn. I'm like, y'all know that you are reimbursing this man for his flight. Like, don't act like he did all this himself. Anyway, so then they showed the ex coming in with his suitcases, and he's like, "Hey, JP." He doesn't say JP, but
tell me why Stuart Little walked in.
Stop!
Tell me why Stuart Little.
He did look so tiny. I'm just like, damn, you can't be standing next to Jesse Palmer.
Walks in. I mean, this man looks shocked, as if he's never seen a camera before, as if he thought the cameras weren't going to be there when he walked in. This man looks disheveled, his backpack's half off. I mean, Stuart Little walking with his oversized shirt. JP's just standing there looking like a Greek god. And I'm just like, oh.
I don't even know. So basically, Jesse's like, all right, so we're going to take you to Jenn right now. You're going to talk to her.
She's out on the boardwalk.
She's waiting. She doesn't know what's happening. She thinks she's just doing like B-roll or whatever. And so then
they have a 3-screen situation. It's like the boy's getting ready. She's walking out. Jesse Palmer's face. I'm like, why is Jesse Palmer's face?
They're like, the cocktail party is literally about to happen in like just an hour. So the boys are getting ready. Jenn is waiting.
Which is just not true because Jenn is not even getting glammed. So there's no way that this was all recorded
she's like in
regular
clothes. Yeah.
It's like nighttime in the other shot. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And so Stuart Little's out there.
Do you know what his actual name is? Did they tell us his name?
Michael.
Michael.
Or Matthew.
Okay, Michael. Matthew, Michael.
It starts with an M.
He's irrelevant to me, so I don't care.
I think it's Matthew.
It is Matthew, because you kept saying Matthew, and I thought that was weird that you're not saying Matt.
Okay,
you're actually calling
Matthew.
Full name Matthew. But it's Matthew.
He did give a little summary, and it is not the toxic ex that she had, but they did date like
they
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and then they started reconnecting a couple months ago.
As friends, and he was like, it's not as friends. I still love her.
Yeah.
I was like, that's so weird that you love her now. That's so interesting.
Interesting.
And also, so Jenn, I'm raising an eyebrow to you for reaching out to him in the 2-month period that you had off. After that.
Granted, Bachelor. He probably reached out to her, seeing her on the show. You know how that is.
Sus,
people slide out from the woodworks when you go on TV. Do you know what I mean?
Sus.
I just don't think it was all her. I think it was partially him.
No, it was 1,000% him.
Yeah. So he comes up from behind her and she's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing here?"
She's like, what?
And she's like, Matthew, oh my God, what's happening?
And then I'm just kind of like, here we go. Like, is this her? Did she know? Did she know someone was coming? Did they brief her on anything? What's happening?
I don't think she knew
it was him,
that someone was coming, like an ex-boyfriend was coming. She probably knew that she was going to see someone, but I don't think she knew it was going to be an ex-boyfriend.
She probably thought it was like one of the boys. I don't know.
Yeah. So they were like,
She's
and
so
he's like, so I didn't go to the weddings because I wanted to be with you. And it's like, and she's like, you didn't go to the weddings? And I'm like, what are the freaking weddings? Why do we keep talking about weddings? Enough with the weddings.
Who got married? Yo, we are left out. I was literally like, what wedding? I was like, y'all, I feel like I'm intruding on something.
That. And so he's like, I want to be with you. Oh my God.
Look at that. Sorry. Distracted. She has something to say.
So he's like, I basically, did he say I'm in love with you, or did he say I'm falling? What did he say exactly?
He said, this is not the first time and hopefully not the last time I get to tell you that I'm still in love with you, or something like that.
Oh my God, that's crazy. What?
And then she was just like, what? And he was like, the past 2 months where this time was different. And she's just like, it was? So she's just kind of
caught off guard.
Okay, Whitney, what would you do in a case like this? Because I feel like I know what I would do, but I don't really know. Yeah.
Well, here's what I think is going to happen. I hope this is what happens, because you're like so surprised by this all that you're probably like, okay, I need a moment. So I would let him come to the cocktail party just so I can process things. Yeah. And then I'd have another conversation with him, and that would make me decide, yeah, you don't need to be here, because I don't want to mess up what I've already been building with other people.
The past is in the past. Let it go.
If things were going to happen between us, it would have happened by now. End of story.
Like Elsa says.
Let it go. Let it go.
The past is
so
in the
he's
past.
literally just going to come in. He's going to like stir up drama with the boys, because they're going to be like, who is this new guy? Oh my God. Like, what happened? Like, my connection. Where's my connection? You know what I mean? And then,
Thomas is going to be
out.
out.
Need to go.
Thomas is going to be out with his...
Bye. I hope so.
Thomas is going to...
Because they show in the preview like a black car driving away from Jenn, and I'm like, that's ex-boyfriend in that car.
I don't think he is going to. I don't know. It's hard to like kind of tell.
You think he might stay?
I think he might stay, but I also don't know.
I mean, it's possible, because they did do that with Nick.
Yeah, but also they do. This is someone that's not in the Bachelor Nation, so it's kind of.
That's why it's weird, because it's like we have no connection to him at all.
Yeah, it's a little more difficult because there is no connection, but it is like tea, so it's like yay, but also like what?
But like, I don't care for this man.
Stuart Little did not need to be there. I did not need Stuart Little popped up on my screen next to the Greek god Jesse Palmer. I was like, that's crazy to put them next to each other. That's wild.
Yeah.
And Jen's just probably like,
I personally think they did this because there's not a lot of prospects for Jenn. Like the group of men here, they are just not.
And this is how I would like to.
This is not it.
And this is how I would like to kind of wrap it up, because here it is. They obviously tease. We're left on a cliffhanger with what's going to happen, right? That's not really the tea. The more so cliffhanger of all of this, the whole season has been: is she going to be alone? And then they tease it again that she's going to be alone again, because she was just like, I think I might be alone. And then that's kind of like how we end. And I'm just like, the fact that they keep saying that makes me really think she doesn't end alone. But then I'm just kind of like, I'm hoping that when the drama clears in the next couple of episodes, like when we get to, it's always like the date before hometowns. That's when we kind of start to see the actual connections.
But we usually see our front runners by like mid-season, and we have reached mid-season because they've been cutting them down left and right so quickly, because they're making the season short.
And I'm happy for it. But I think we do know our front runners.
Do we?
I think I know my hometowns.
The only like actual connection I see right now is Marcus. That's it.
I see Marcus. I'm gonna still hold with Jeremy and Devin,
maybe,
and probably Myrtle. I think that's my hometowns right there.
That's awful. Those are awful
Oh, don't. I really hope it's Marcus at the end, but I actually don't think she's compatible with Marcus. I think Marcus needs
I just don't think she's compatible with any of these people.
I'll be there for you, Marcus. I'm crazy. Someone lock me up.
And also just think about who is going to be the bachelor from all these picks. I mean, I guess Marcus is the only option.
I hope it's Marcus.
I mean, he's fine, but like, I guess it's just
dare I say Devin.
Dude, if Devin's the bachelor, I will apply. I will freaking apply.
I'll nominate you too. We'll get you going.
Please.
We'll literally cancel this podcast for you.
Cancel it. I'll just scrub it.
Scrub it.
I'm going on. No, but I don't know. Just this crop of men is not hitting the way it needs to hit for me.
It's always
and
up
this
and down
whole episode
me.
Seems so produced. Everything seems so fake because they had to put something on there because you know what I mean? It's just like nothing was happening naturally between these men. So I feel like the producers are like sprinkling in anywhere they can just to make something happen. Like, you know, that they were egging on Sam in to do what he was going to do, to act like he was so cool. They were definitely being like, oh yeah, bro, don't worry about the other guys. You can just go up to just ask her if you can kiss her. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
who knows how heavily involved they are. Like, I am now just kind of like, I think it's very much so they're involved, but it's like, really hard to tell.
I feel like they don't always have to be involved, but I feel like this season they've had to put a heavy hand in there because
of the
without them putting a heavy hand, nothing would be going on.
But the thing is, I do appreciate how short the seasons are now because it's making it a little bit easier to digest. We have so many like aspects to Bachelor Nation now, so I do appreciate that.
I do and I don't because the Bachelor is still longer. So it's just they always cut the women's season short, which is like,
yeah, it's like so sexist. I'm like, that's crazy. But well, and also the Bachelor is like their baby. There was it first. It was the Bachelor before it was ever the Bachelorette. Whatever.
I mean, like, this season doesn't need to be longer because it's not good. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, thank God that Jen's season is this short because Jenn has given me the ick. Everyone's giving me the ick. Pretty much everyone except
honestly, Jen's not the issue
Marcus
for me. It's
and Grant.
Everything surrounding Jenn. But
I guess we'll see next week.
I hope it gets better. I just want to see I want to see a real connection. If we don't see a real connection by next week, I'm going to be pissed. Because I think Devin was really nice, but I don't know if he's the one. Do you know what I mean? I just need to be like, oh yeah, this is it. I want Jonathan to have a 101, but I think Grant's getting a 101.
It looked like Jonathan was getting one too.
Hopefully. I hope so.
I saw someone in a helicopter. Get them out of the helicopters.
Enough
Get
with
them
the
out.
helicopters.
Enough with the heights.
Enough with the heights for someone who's so scared.
Well, that's the recap, guys.
That's that, guys. Let's hope for brighter days when it comes to the next episode. I mean, granted, I was very entertained by this episode, but I just wanted to feel a little bit real. I know it's all not real, but give me something so I can grasp onto and be
like fake real, like something.
Give me fake romance. Marcus was I want to be in there.
We had like 5 minutes of like real, and that was just with Marcus. That wasn't even 5 minutes, I'd say.
Yeah.
But was this episode entertaining and funny as hell? Hell yeah.
It was entertaining. That's
hell yeah. Love it. Love the drama. And we'll see if Matthew stays to live another day with Jenn.
We'll
AKA Stuart Little.
Yeah. And I'll be catching up on all the interviews with my Love Island people because I'm not letting them go. Because guess what? Oh no, we still have so much more time. I can't believe
we have so much time. It's like
reunion is until August 19th. That's so far away.
It's crazy.
So far away.
So far. So much is going to happen. They're all going to be broken up.
They're like letting the pot stir for a bit before they reunite.
So I guess we'll see you next week.
See you next time, guys. Bye.
Peace.